Hi. So today we're doing a variation on like a taco meal. This is a red royal pepper. You can use any pepper if you want. I'm going to rinse it right now and then we're going to cut it for the boiling pot so it's nice and soft for a stir fry idea to go on top of some black bean pasta. It doesn't have to be crazy. You can do it whatever way you're more comfortable with it being cut. And yes, I need to sharpen Big Bertha. I forgot about that. Someone told me, a good friend actually, mentioned on one of the videos that Big Bertha needed to be sharpened. By the way, I have my cousin with me. Oil sharp from Big Bertha. There you go. I'm being taught by a master. I was slightly doing it wrong because I was holding it at the wrong angle. Correct?
Correct.
I was getting it sharp, just not as sharp as it should have been.
Yeah.
Yeah. See? I can learn things too. That's part of this. I'm going to learn with you. This is a new recipe for me and a new knife sharpening for Big Bertha. And yes, she is lucky. She gets to touch Big Bertha.
Well,
but not to cook with.
In your house that can.
Well, you're not allowed to cook with it. You're just allowed to touch it.
Well, I've cooked with it before.
Do I not yell at you?
I'm sure if you did.
Okay then. I yell at you because Big Bertha is my knife. And it's my claim to fame in my house. Is there one knife in your house that you would not let anyone touch?
Yes.
So, we're back. And I cut up the whole pepper here. And my cousin actually asked me a very good question. And what was that, Megan?
If you can use spices in your diet.
Yes, you can use any spices in your new lifestyle. We do not call it a diet.
Okay, lifestyle change.
In the lifestyle change. Obviously, if you're looking to lose weight and you have high blood pressure, no added salt. And honestly, you shouldn't be adding salt anyways because they add a lot of salt to things so that way your body gets used to it and want more of it. Therefore, if you cut out the salt, you're going to start noticing that a lot of the added salt and things actually in it is enough salt to season a dish. And you actually kill more taste buds by adding salt. And you get used to it and then you want more. And then you have a high sodium, high cardiovascular risk, and a lot of other things. So, you got the pot boiling in the background. And we're just going to boil these up. So that way they are nice and soft on our meal. We don't want a crazy amount of, we don't want them nice and hard and as a rock with a meal like this, you know. After this is done, you want to cut up a tomato. But, alright, so suggestion from my cousin is putting a thing of basil in here. See? So, in the water so it flavors. And then I'm going to also put a pinch of my newly found giant container of rosemary, which I haven't even gotten into yet. Yay! I love rosemary. Rosemary's my friend. I have no friends named Rosemary until I met her. Oh, I love rosemary. Ever tried rosemary olive oil rolls? Phenomenal, and I'm going to have to make a complex carb version of that at some point soon for a holiday recipe because that is just, you can't miss that in life. That's just would be sad. I mean, are you sharpening it again?
Not sharpening.
She's worse than me. She's worse than me. I thought I was OCD.
Oh boy.
Usually rinse it off real quick. Can I have my knife back, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, madame. And I'm going to rinse it off again. Because if there's any little microfiber metal, I don't really want to cook with it.
I don't blame
Microscopic, not microfiber. What the heck am I thinking? That's what's wrong. I use the wrong words in the wrong places. That's okay. It's part of my charm. So we got the onion pretty much sliced up here. And the tomato is going to be sliced up as well. And it's going to be sauteed. But I'm thinking about putting the double boiler on that pan and kind of doing it over water. So it creates its own sauce with the seasonings for the pasta. Kind of making its own juice. But we'll see how that idea lines up with the actual thought in just a few minutes. Hi, so we're back, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to strain the peppers out of the water. Now, I'm not seriously trying to not have any of the water in here. I'm just trying to get all the yummy peppers in here. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of the water so it has some water to cook out with that was boiling with it. And then I'm going to take the double boil in the pan, rinse it out real quick. And then I'm going to fill it back up and put it back on the water. So, thank you, Megan.
You putting those in there?
Yep.
Don't.
So, we put those in there. And now we're going to take this, put the onions. Should we put the tomatoes in or do the onions first for a little bit?
Do the onions first for a little bit.
Because they're harder.
Have them get translucent.
Well, I don't want them totally translucent. I just want them soft.
You're going to have them semi-translucent where they're soft.
Yeah. Alright. We're going to have to pause. Alright, so we're back. So, we're going to cut this up real quick. We cooked the onion with a little bit of olive oil and a little bit of water and some dill, just a little bit of dill, and some rosemary, some basil,
and pepper,
and black pepper from a grinder. And we also turned around and we cooked that for 5 to 6 minutes. Before adding the... Hi, we're going to put in the red pepper now. It's going to start getting real colorful now. I love the colors. The colors are what makes this whole dish. I mean, black with bright reds, whites, and a tomato red base. It's just absolutely awesome. And I think... once I do this, I'm also going to add in a little bit of salsa just to kick it up a notch, which is what we do. What I do is I just add a little bit of, I bought a store-bought salsa because obviously I haven't gotten that integrated to make a homemade salsa, but I used one that's not horrible. It's only got 2 sugars and the sodium is 250 milligrams per 2 tablespoons. We're only going to use 1 tablespoon in this because we just need it to help this along, not to hinder it and make it all about the. And this is about the size of the chicken, which the chicken that I prepared before, which is lemon pepper with real lemon on top and baked with lemon pepper Mrs. Dash. And Megan tried it, and does it taste like it has salt in it and vibrant color taste?
Yeah, it does.
Does it taste bland?
Not at all.
You know, I always had the misconception that eating things would be bland if I were to lose all salt and garlic salt and all those other things that we hold dear, but they're so high in sodium that we lose what things actually taste like underneath without them. And adding different spices doesn't mean losing flavor, it just means losing that kind of flavor and getting back some of our taste buds. So we're going to add the chicken in. We just thought about it. And since this was pre-frozen, it's going to help defrost it and add a little flavor to the meal. We just did a taste test, and it is coming out pretty darn good. And we're very happy with the results. So here's the chicken. Oh, there we go. Chicken incorporated. And it's looking pretty good. And then what we're going to do is it to every meal. And this is a much healthier version of a black bean pasta or a taco. And you know what? Life in moderation. You can also add some fresh lettuce to this in order to have like a taco salad. If you want some cold incorporated in there. Or some romaine to the side. Romaine is better than iceberg. Iceberg has no nutritional value. Alright, so, suggestion from my cousin. Add a little lemon on top of it. So, I cut off a nice little slice from the refrigerator lemon. And just going to squeeze it right over. And insert